Welcome. To take this test, you need a headset with a microphone and a reliable internet connection. Please put on your headset as shown in the picture. Put the microphone near your mouth. Do not remove your headset until you finish the test. When you are ready to continue, click Next. Quiet, please. Take this test in a quiet location without distractions. Please close all other computer programs and turn off all electronic devices. When you are ready, click Next. Ready to begin? Once you start, you will not be able to pause or retake this test. Please ensure you have enough time before you begin. Are you ready to take this test? Speaking tips. It is important to speak naturally during the test. Here are some tips. Speak at a normal speed like you would during a conversation. Speak like you are talking to a person on the phone. There is no need to speak too carefully or slowly. Speak at a normal volume, not too loud or too soft. When you are ready, click Next. To start the test, please click Next. Part A, Reading. Please read the sentences as you are instructed. Please read sentence 1. Now read sentence 2. Now please read sentence 3. Now read sentence 4. Now read sentence 5. Please read sentence 6. Now read sentence 7. Now read sentence 8. Part B, Repeat. Please repeat each sentence that you hear. For example, a voice says,
"Leave town on the next train."
and you say,
Leave town on the next train.
How about some coffee this morning?
I'd like to order a chocolate cake for my sister's birthday. John has been waiting for you. Do you have the complete set of Mark's papers?
It rained non-stop for 8 hours today. The New Year's party was suddenly called off. That model is currently out of stock. Lost and Found is on the ground floor.
Leslie has an enormous car.
Let's surprise him with a birthday cake. The door in the kitchen makes a noise when it opens.
Sally included some photos of her new grandson.
It would have been more sensible to check the label before opening the box.
Always wear protective gear in the event of a spill.
Calling at dinner time isn't ideal, but you can usually reach someone then. Imagine those who would never come if forced to wait a year.
Part C. Questions. Now, please just give a simple answer to the questions. For example, a voice says,
Would you get water from a bottle or a newspaper?
And you say,
A bottle.
or,
From a bottle. Jan thinks her homework is tedious. Is it exciting or is it boring? Did Beverly make the soup bowl out of soap or clay?
Are you more likely to find a copy machine at the park or in an office?
Morgan's grades this term are pathetic. Are they good or bad? Who watches a play, the audience or the cast?
How many months are there in a year?
Her gambling was excessive. Did she do it too often or too infrequently?
Liz is learning to ride. Is she learning on a poodle or a pony?
Do you convict or solve a puzzle?
Which is brighter, the sun or a light bulb? Are accountants more likely to use calculators or cupcakes for their job?
If the gap is expanding, is it getting bigger or smaller?
Flowers can be many colors, whereas grass is usually which color?
Do you put polish on your socks or on your shoes?
Are lawyers usually involved in lawsuits or landscaping? The change is very minor. Is it meaningful or insignificant?
I just ate too much. Am I hungry or full?
If you freeze fresh bread, does it become warmer or colder?
Is a queen hardware or royalty?
Are clothes usually sewn with stitches or washing machines?
What flash of light in the sky is often followed by thunder? The Giants were beaten by the Tigers 4-3. Who won?
Carl's son has developed a cold. Did he get sick or make something?
Tuesday's meeting is mandatory. Should Teresa attend the meeting or go shopping?
Part B, sentence builds. Now please rearrange the word groups into a sentence. For example, a voice says,
was reading, my mother, her favorite magazine.
and you say,
My mother was reading her favorite magazine.
Away. Please put that. Have received books. All children. Lemonade. Offered us. His son. The invitations. Anticipated. They. Will you, next month, attend the conference? About him. Do the police know? Yet. To get 4 tickets. For the match, Paul was able. And a sandwich. Laura ordered. Some coffee. Their claim. To anyone. Have they reported? Of every transaction, the two secretaries kept an accurate record.
Part E, Story Retellings. You will hear 3 brief stories. Each story will be spoken once, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 30 seconds to retell the story in English. Try to retell as much of the story as you can, including the situation, characters, actions, and ending. You will hear another beep at the end of the 30 seconds.
Two sisters flew a kite one day. Suddenly, a strong wind blew and the kite flew away. The younger sister cried. The older sister said, "Don't cry, we'll just make another one." This time, they put a stronger string on it. They flew their new kite and it didn't fly away.
Kate wanted to buy a piano. She saved up for 3 years and finally had enough money. Just before she left for the music store, Kate's friend called her and said that Kate could have her piano because she was moving to a new house. Kate was very excited. She got her friend's piano for free and spent her money on piano lessons.
Two actors named Ellen and Thomas were performing in a play on stage. Ellen forgot what she was supposed to say and didn't say anything at all. She felt embarrassed, but fortunately Thomas remembered her line. He told her the line very quietly. She smiled at Thomas, said her line, and the play continued successfully.
Part F, Open Questions. You will hear 2 questions about family life or personal choices. Each question will be spoken twice, followed by a beep. When you hear the beep, you will have 40 seconds to answer the question. You will hear another beep at the end of the 40 seconds.
Do you feel that learning about art or music is a necessary part of a good education? Why do you feel this way? Do you feel that learning about art or music is a necessary part of a good education? Why do you feel this way? Imagine that a friend or family member is visiting you. Would you take this person to a restaurant, or would you make a meal at home? Explain your choice. Imagine that a friend or family member is visiting you. Would you take this person to a restaurant, or would you make a meal at home? Explain your choice.